Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. A few weeks ago I posted this video over here where I was talking about my first 6 months of using the Kemper Stage Profiler and the Kemper Power Kabinet. And in the video I mentioned that I wasn't getting enough volume out of the Power Kabinet on stage, and I wasn't too sure about it, to be honest. But thanks to some super helpful comments from you guys, I now know how to operate it properly and I know how to get the most volume possible out of it. So I just wanted to share the settings with you guys in case you want to use the Power Kabinet live. And at the end of this video we're going to have a listen to some samples where we can basically hear the difference in volume between the Power Kabinet and the drum kit while being played together in the same room. You should always connect the Power Kabinet to the monitor out on your Kemper, and that goes for any type of Kemper, whether it's the stage, the toaster or the rack unit. And then you should put the volume on the Power Kabinet to flat out or all the way up. And you should then go to the output menu on your Kemper and to page number 8, where you'll find the Power Amp Boost, which will allow you to increase the volume of up to 12 dB, and that should give you more than enough stage volume. However, you need to keep an eye on the wattage meter and make sure that you do not go over the 200 watt limit, as you might cause some damage to the cone if you do. Also keep in mind that the wattage meter only gives you accurate information if you are using Kemper products, so it might not work with other speakers or cabinets. I've played a couple of gigs with the new settings and I have to say for the most part it's been great, although I had some feedbacking issues on the first gig. I was playing a small wedding and I brought this Les Paul, and what happened is that every time I put the distortion on, the cabinet just started feedbacking. But it seems like I only have this problem with this particular guitar or this particular pickup actually, so it probably has something to do with the high output on the pickup. I then played another gig a week later with an American artist called Prisoner in Key, who were here in Iceland doing some recording and gigging. And I played the Les Paul on that night as well, but the way I went around the feedbacking issue is that I tilted the Power Kabinet a little bit towards the back and everything just worked perfectly after that. On that night I probably had the best stage sound I've had for a long time. I didn't have to ask the sound engineer for any guitar in my monitor, it all came from there, and it was actually so loud that my bandmate who was standing next to me asked me to turn myself down. But let's have a listen to some samples. I had a little jam session with my good friend Bomars, who is a producer, mixing and mastering engineer and a drummer who I've been working with quite a lot recently. And we set up for a session at his studio, so my Kemper and Power Kabinet and his drum kit. And then we used one room mic to capture the sound of us playing together. And for the first example we placed the mic in a corner behind the drum kit, just to give you guys an idea of what the drummer is hearing while he's playing. And as you can hear, the guitar is not very loud on the recording, and according to Bomars, who was playing the drums, the recording doesn't really reflect what he was hearing. He said he could hear the guitar much better. So this experiment didn't really go as planned, but we then did another sample and we moved the mic into the middle of the room between the Power Kabinet and the drum kit, and let's see what that sounds like. So we got a lot more guitar there, although the drum kit is still quite loud. There's a lot of attack coming from the drums, so they're always going to be quite loud on a recording. But this recording should sort of give you an idea of what the Power Kabinet would sound like in a room with a drum kit. I hope you enjoyed this video. I kind of felt like I needed to do this one to put things right, as I was talking this one down a little bit in my latest Kemper video. But if you enjoyed this one, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notifications. And if you haven't already, please check out my other Kemper videos, the first impressions video or the 6 months later video. And I will see you over there. Thank you for watching.